Okay, welcome back to Starfield. So we're continuing onward with this quest, All That Money Can Buy. Yeah, I think we've got everything set up so we can go ahead and talk to Walter next.
I wonder how many poor souls who couldn't make it in New Atlantis ended up working at the fisheries in Neon.
Catherine Luzion keeps demanding we look into her husband's murder. Murder? Yeah, right. Hysterical old broad.
Is everything ready? Excellent. Good work. Let's head to the Astral Lounge. Goodbye, my dear. See you at the next board meeting?
Oh, I'll be keeping an eye on this little operation, just in case. Good luck, all of you.
Okay. And as usual, he walks faster than I walk, but not as fast as I run. What is so hard about matching NPC speeds to player speeds? I don't know. So we're headed up there.
Don't go causing trouble.
All right, we're here. Now, I don't know what the cellar looks like, but they'll have a security briefcase with them. Larger than normal. Big enough to hold the artifact. We should split up. The code phrase to identify yourself as the buyer is Ramsey and Travers. Are they? It's not like people who trade in stolen goods are eager to share personally identifying information.
Code phrases? My goodness, Walter, I think you're taking this espionage business a little too seriously.
Remember, Ramsey and Travers. We'll meet back near the elevator.
Okay, so we're looking for a guy with a big briefcase.
Take it easy.
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy drinking? Oh, really? I heard you all have a meeting in a few minutes, don't you? In one of those fancy VIP lounges? Speaking of which, I gotta get going myself. Excuse me.
Okay. Easy enough.
Welcome to the Astro Lounge.
I just saw Arcella walk by. Good job. Now, before we head in there, let me go over the ground rules. He'll ask for twice what we agreed on. That's normal. He'll probably try to walk out. That's normal, too. Don't worry about the amount we actually settle on. The Stroud-Eklund Discretionary Fund is just a chip to you and me. Our goal is to get him to accept that chip in exchange for the artifact. Anything goes as long as it's in our hands, and we're not dead. How does that sound? This'll be fun. I find matching wits with the neon underworld to always be invigorating.
Okay, so now we go negotiate.
Stay out of trouble or we'll have a problem.
Hey, it's even in the room I scoped
So
out.
you're Stroud. You look different in person.
Our our public relations always insists on doing some touch-ups for the official photos. Embarrassing, really.
Your security here going to stand or sit for this little meeting? Making me nervous. So polite. Almost makes me forget what planet I'm on.
Probably should have saved before I answered that question.
Am I to assume that briefcase has our item of interest?
Yeah, here it is.
Well, look at that.
One of a kind. And I know you want it.
I have the amount we agreed on.
Things have changed. I want double.
Now, how am I supposed to do that?
I don't know, but your security here seems to have some fancy gear. Why don't they chip in? What the? Security!
As you can see, we're in control. Take advantage of our generosity. Take the money.
All right. Okay. It's all yours. Hope I never see any of you people ever again.
We have it. This couldn't have gone better. Well done.
It worked.
Some high-pressure tactics, but we got what we were after. Time to go home. Shall we?
Okay.
Stop right there. You're in possession of Slayton Aerospace property.
Ah. Slayton must have been the original owner. We don't need to do this. All's fair on Neon. Am I right?
Hand over Mr. Slayton's property. Now.
There a problem here?
Yes. This armed thug was trying to steal our belongings.
I'm going to need you to back away from our VIPs. Now.
Fine, but you can't stay in the Astro Lounge forever, Stroud. Nicholas Slayton's already got your number.
Sending armed men to the Astral Lounge. Slayton must be serious about getting the artifact back. We'd better get off the planet quickly.
Okay, I'm guessing we can't just fast travel, huh? Nope. Okay, so
Asa. Something's gone wrong, hasn't it?
Slayton has put a bounty on your heads. He's greased a few palms. Your ship's been impounded at the spaceport.
There goes our way out. The CEO of Slayton Aerospace. They're a systems manufacturer. Engines, thrusters. Agreed. Have a talk with the man himself.
Slayton Aerospace has offices here in the trade tower. If Nicholas is moving this quickly, he must be there or close by.
Let's head to their lobby, shall we? See if we can make an appointment.
okay.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. Let me tell you, it ain't a snake. Some kind of celestial being.
Quick piece of advice. We hear the name Benjamin Bayou, and we should duck the other way. Fast.
Okay.
Welcome to Slayton Aerospace. Can I help you? I'm afraid Mr. Slayton is a very busy man. I'm sure you do. Maybe I could squeeze you in. Let me see.
How about an auto persuade?
He did? Oh, yes, I do remember overhearing something about that. Oh, I think we can make an exception in your case. Mr. Slayton will see you. Just use the elevator.
Got it. And we do have... He's marked in red, okay. Don't know why.
You have a question? You can chat with the receptionist all you want.
Wait. This clearly isn't the executive level. He's on to us.
Walter, taking what's mine, then breaking into my office. A bold move, but one easily countered.
Oh, we're trapped.
Okay,
Walter, dear, are you there?
Issa?
Took longer than I'd like, but I managed to pay off one of Slayton's security consultants. They've patched me in.
All right. We've got her out. Once the door's open, just follow her instructions, okay?
I didn't break in. I got an appointment with him.
I'm aware of the irony of me continuing to say it'll be easy. But it'll be easy.
Doors will open in 3, 2, 1. Slayton's guards and employees are all over. Be careful. Okay. You'll want to use the vent system to slip around unnoticed. There's a cupboard just to the right of the elevator you came in on.
Okay. Not really being given any specific direction, but
That's the elevator you came in on. Jump right across the top of it and keep going to the end. Drop down and follow the conduit all the way to the end, past the fork. There's a vent above you. Just climb up. The room below you is clear. Drop down. Stop. One of the doors leads you right into the open. I'm unlocking a safe route. Opening the door on your right. Go now. Head left, but don't go through the door at the end yet. There's a robot stalking the hall. Wait. It's walking down the hall. Go now, straight across to the door. Security is on full alert.
Take him down.
No point slipping through unnoticed now. You have to fight your way to the exit. Hold on,
Give it
trying
your
to shut
best
down
shot.
okay, let's go with Shoddy.
Robot, promoting. Got it. You're scrambling the protocols. I doubt that will work again.
this the direction we want to go.
I'm sure they had something we can use.
There's the door. It should take you outside. There's a series of catwalks that lead directly up one floor to the executive level.
Well, I guess after you.
Okay, climb the trade tower, it says.
We got company. Ow! You will not worth dying over. Shoot to kill. I'm going to find you. Where? Push forward. Where the hell are you? I never liked him anyway.
Okay, folks, I think we got us a door somewhere here. Back to hidden. Apparently my companions found an alternate way up.
I'm gonna find you. Only a minute. Ah, there you are.
Tidy as you go. I wonder if this had gone any different if I had persuaded rather than calling in security down at the bottom, down at the beginning of this. Kind of fun, though. Confront Nicholas Slayton.
You're coming in just behind the executive elevators. I'll call the one on the far end, and you can walk right over the top.
There we go.
You know, it's moments like this that really makes Neon the best place to do business. You steal what's mine. I trap you in the city. You infiltrate my office. I lock it down. Where else can you match wits for the highest stakes but here? You have what's mine. I, indirectly, have what's yours. We are at a stalemate. Although I do count a few more guns on my side. I do admit, having the co-CEO of Stroud Eklund in my office is quite the opportunity.
How are your quarterlies looking, Nicholas? Perhaps we can add Slayton Aerospace to our supply chain, provided this unpleasantness was behind us.
Yes, I think that could be a most beneficial exchange. There is just the small matter of paying for the humiliation. Mr. Musgrove, my former employee, and the thief responsible for our serendipitous meeting, was caught prior to your arrival. I think it would cement our new partnership if you were to decide on his sentence yourselves. If that is your decision, you need only tell him yourself, and then we will handle the rest.
It's a smart decision, one that I fully support.
My security brought Musgrove to my office. I'm sure seeing you again will be a fine conclusion to your previous business.
We have an opportunity to spare a man's life. I know he probably wouldn't do the same for us, but that shouldn't matter.
Oh no. You. Slayton really does have a sick sense of humor. 10 years working in aerospace engineering, and they laid me off. You damn right I stole that thing. They tell you if you have talent and commitment, you can go far. But the truth is, it's all about who steals the most and gets away with it. Please, I was just trying to sell a product, okay? Isn't that why we're all here?
Be lenient. We were taking advantage of his initiative, after all, even if we have found ourselves working with the man he stole from.
Justice for some, huh? Fine. Rather be caged than dead.
A cage is too good for you, Musgrove. They should stick you on an asteroid somewhere and let you think about what you've done.
I will make the arrangements for Neon Security to take him into custody. You're free to leave.
Let's talk more back at the ship.
Okay, that worked out well. I think if we let him go completely, probably would have ended up with some companions being a bit upset.
James Newell better watch his back. He's causing problems. No percentage in causing problems in Neon. What are you looking at?
What?
So at some point, I want to mess around with my ship design a little more. I keep doing things that are symmetric, but with the one ramp coming down the side, I'm beginning to think
See that
maybe some
shroud
kind of
covering me on?
asymmetric
Believe
design
it or
might be
not,
cool.
You're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from lightning.
Also, I've got kind of an irregular top surface here. So what I want to do is start working up my ship design abilities, which involves getting a few more levels here and there.
Dive today.
So I'm looking for experience points. I need to get some unique parts unlocked. Not sure who has unlocks on those. I think it's just a matter of doing a bunch of quests.
A deal with a man who wanted us dead. I guess we can call that a win. What do you think?
I think so. We got the artifact.
Thank you. I guess. Some people call Issa a jewel, but she's more than that to me. I can't really describe it. There's a me, and a her, and an us. And I wouldn't trade the us for all the credits in Neon.
Well, there's a surprise. That's one of the sweetest things I've ever heard you say, Walter.
All in all, a great success. Thank you for allowing me to tag along with Constellation's newest star.
So we got a whole raft of...
Yes, I used a pun. Forgive me.
What's happening, darling?
Whole bunch of rewards there. Let's see, inventory, new items. So stuff I looted, Beowulf, an Equinox. These are unmodified. We've got the fiscal quarter, which is, look at that. Compensator, tactical grip, armor-piercing rounds, hair trigger. How does that stack up with the rest of my weapons? It's kind of low on the list. Neat weapon, but okay, so Andrasia.
Stop by and say hello.
Everybody wants to talk.
Never mind. Sorry. Thinking of something else. Yes, Captain. So, you gotta fill me in on what happened at the temple. What happened? What did you see?
Oh, we haven't talked to him for a while.
Sounds like we need more data to... Then what happened? I heard you did some stuff and then you changed. Hold up a second. You encountered advanced technology that altered your biology in a way that results in... In what? Superpowers? Fair enough. Maybe we can run some tests later. Anyway, thanks for filling me in on the temple and your power. I wonder if we can find any more traces of whoever built them. Just opens up a world of questions. It's so exciting. Got a minute to chat? Maybe a few minutes. Probably not hours, though. But no guarantees.
So Andrasia was wanting to talk. Actually, let's take a look at our... Let's say take off from Neon. Activities. Talk with Andrasia. There we go. I'm betting Barrett has to talk to me for each temple. Oh, come on, Barrett. Out of the way.
What is it? We have not yet had a moment to talk about what happened to you at that place. Temple? I am not sure what to call it. In all my time amongst the stars, I have never heard of such a thing. What do you think that place was? Nor I suspect anyone else who has ever lived. Is that presuming too much? Certainly it is too soon to speculate about who built it, but how can we not? After what you experienced, do you have any insights?
Let's see.
It is hard to argue, but the implications... I am sorry. After what you have been through, I should be asking about you. Are you all right? Have you felt any side effects? A cynical person might suggest that in itself could be a side effect. But for now, we will just assume you have been very fortunate. The artifacts that temple this new ability you have acquired, clearly they are all connected. This is all so much bigger than we realized. You are right. Now we have even greater reason to press forward, to learn more about what is at work here.
Okay, so this activities list has gotten very long. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to start at the bottom of the activities list and start working forward on this. See, I can get some of these narrowed down. We're at a stage of the storyline where clearly we're chasing down new artifacts, we're chasing down temples, and I think that's going to continue for a bit. So this is a good time for us to break from the storyline and go do some side questing. But let's get that artifact back to the lodge first.
Time to greet the stars.
That departure shot looks a lot like the departure shot of the Millennium Falcon in Star Wars.
Orbit stabilized.
What's that?
You hold something you have no right to. My people have killed for this. But I will offer you one chance to hand over the artifact and turn away from this path.
What?
Oh, that's not any type of ship I recognize.
You see much. But our ship is created from a power beyond your understanding. Its semblance to your own vessels only aids us in masking our presence. We are the Starborn, and you are unworthy to possess the artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. On whose authority do you get to decide whether we're worthy or not?
Tell us, please. What are the artifacts? What are they for? Did you make them? What gives you more right to them than humanity?
Answering your questions is exactly what we cannot allow. Abandon your thirst for knowledge, or drown in it. We are growing impatient. Cease your attempts to stall for time.
But you speak our language.
We know everything about you. That is why your kind cannot have the artifact. The more you understand, the more damage you will do.
Oh, really?
How could just knowing what you are be dangerous?
Our distance from you is the whole point. We interfere now because we must.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. Energy output from that ship is far above the normal range. If we spin up the grav drive now, we have a chance. get through this. Hold on.
See if I can get us out of here. Oh, come on. Let's head for the lodge.
Did you know? Absolutely. We have much to discuss.
Okay, first off,
Need some work done?
we are going to sell whatever junk we need. Whatever junk we don't need. Why am I still carrying the broken Constellation helmet? I thought I left that back in my room. Okay, so Fiscal Quarter is a neat looking Maelstrom weapon, but it is low DPS and low damage. So that tombstone is long barrel, laser sight, armor piercing, and this one's just a plain old tombstone. Shoddy and Big Bang, there we go. And we got a mag storm. If we can turn up a bunch of 50 MI, or I can give that to one of my companions.
Well, hello, sunshine. Stay safe, darling.
I think I can just hit the lodge. There we go. So my plan was to go do some side questing, but this whole, what they call them, Starborn? They may interfere. Well, we'll see.
It's good to be home.
Starborn.
Starborn, right. Maybe I should talk to Walter about this.
We have a new competitor in this artifact hunt.
Doesn't say much. Well, let's deliver the artifact. Each time I add one, I'm going to stop and watch for a moment to see if they settle into a pattern that is more interesting. I am noticing that there's that thing in the middle, which is like what I was seeing at the temple. And they're definitely ranging themselves into the 3 rings. Okay, so I have a whole bunch of things in storage. Let's actually grab everything from storage and work out what I'm going to actually carry. Okay. Weapons. Okay, pistol. We've got our 2 highest DPS pistols are already favorited. See, compensator, AP rounds, suppressor, penetrators. Okay. Razorback is my highest damage weapon, but not high DPS. This is single shot damage. So Razorback and Deadeye are similar designs. Deadeye is a pretty weapon. Now the Urban Eagle is low damage, low DPS, as are the Rattler and the Kraken. Leave them behind. Okay, rifles. These guys are marked. Justifier is my high damage. And the rest of this is... Okay, this is the one with the suppressor on it. Old Earth Hunting Rifle is also nice high damage. Let's keep it around. That's an awful lot of weapons I'm holding on to. If that's the Mag Storm, it's a Mag Shear. So Mag Storm and Mag Shear both have that kind of matrix thing on them. Let's leave the Mag Storm behind. Okay, spacesuits. Wearing the Deep Recon here. See, ground crew would... Well, this has got my power boost pack on the shock troop. Then I've got the Ranger. I think I prefer the shock troop. Okay. So we're wearing our green suit. Dump the hats. Keep one vested suit on me. And this formal slack suit. All of this stuff can stay. All of this stuff can stay. Gosh, I got a lot of resources there. And anything here that I can leave, I will. That gets me down to 104. I am carrying a lot of weapons here. Yeah, let's minimize what I'm carrying a little more. There we go, 185. That'll do. Oh, let's. Whoops. That grabbed the Kraken. It didn't want to do that. Boom. Okay, let's get some sleep here. I don't know if there's any reason to sleep for longer than 1 hour. Okay, so we now have this emotional security 24-minute buff. So let's take a look here. Activities, let's start from the bottom. Talk to Sergeant Yumi. I think that puts me on the track to enter UC citizenship eventually. Do I want Sarah along for this? Let's grab a different companion for this quest.
Every time I return here, I'm reminded of the importance of Constellation's contributions to exploration.
Do I? Let me think about this. This is the UC Vanguard quest. Now, she's the one who had him as a contact, so maybe she's the right one to start with. Yeah. So yeah, he was pestering, Sergeant Yumi was pestering her about coming back, and then he wanted me to enlist. So I'm going to go ahead and start that up. I'm already a ranger. It'd be interesting to find out if there's a conflict there, or if you can hold positions as a Freestar Collective ranger along with being in the UC military. Because what I want to do is I want to get down here and get the starship design and engineering going. Got a bunch of these that are ready to train up. So starship design, I'm ready to train up when I got another point. And that will let me eventually build with Class B and Class C. We need piloting so we can pilot Class B and Class C. So we need to kill more ships. But yeah, I'm going to focus on that for a bit. Talk to Sergeant Yumi. I thought this was him up here.
Another day.
Okay, so it's this one. This is actually my oldest. I don't know. Well, let's do them in order. Let's talk to Yumi first, even though it isn't the one I thought it was. So I am a little confused. I must have just completely missed this whole thing with Sergeant Yumi when we came through, probably the first time we landed.
Zora, good to see you. Listen, I smoothed over that incident between Mateo and Rosa at the Sanctum.
I'd hardly call it an incident, more of a debate, really. But I appreciate it just the same.
Not a problem. In the meantime, maybe you could tell him to take it down a notch.
Can do. Thanks again, Sergeant.
Okay.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues.
Okay, that's a job.
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
Yeah, this could be a sideline.
Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all? It sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive. And resilience is definitely an important trait for any officer. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis.
Okay.
There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
So this is UC Security, not Vanguard.
Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works.
Okay.
Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business.
Okay,
Let me know if you have any questions.
Basically this is going to be early game world building, I think. You know, learning who's who.
Contrary to what you might have heard, UC security personnel are good people. And Sergeant Yumi just happens to be an old friend.
Okay. So where are we headed? Keeping the peace. There we go. Hold on. It's down there. It's definitely down below.
I tell you, coffee is the only thing that...
Aha. Elevator. Right. I'm betting it was estimating that the elevator over my head was closer than the one on the same floor.
I'm afraid the security of the United Colonies is every citizen's responsibility, but we try and do the bulk of the work. Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected. Oh, it wasn't a compliment. Just an observation. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis.
Okay.
Take the NAT to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi, and the job's done.
Sounds easy.
Good luck with the mission.
So, if this were early game, if I'd done this the moment I got here, or as soon as after that as I could, I would already have a notion of US, the security people not having a great reputation, but being good people, and a little bit of interactions with Mast. So, kind of regret I didn't jump on those as they came up. So yeah, let's definitely work our way through those tasks roughly in the order that they were presented to me.
How's the investigation going? Still have questions? Go on. Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign? Oh yeah, once I had a recruit who was basically bred to be UC Security. I mean, his favorite book was our training manual. He knew every rule, every procedure, and on top of that was a pinpoint marksman. But he lacked exactly what you are talking about. Initiative. He ended up transferring to a desk job after a year. Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, that was a nice short thing. Next activity from the bottom of the list. Brownouts in the well. So that was just enough world building to introduce us to UC Security and take us into Mast, have us look around. So there's the well.
They've got an appointment at Enhanced tomorrow. It's such an important day for them.
Oh, that's such a wonderful moment. For the both of you.
I promised myself I'm not gonna cry.
By the way, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Apparently, he's got some work.
Oh, okay. So now I've been directed to talk to Sergeant Yumi already. But let's do these one at a time.
There are always about 1,000,000 things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry, I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous.
Okay, I could assist her.
Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
You know, I'm actually thinking that all of this early game world building could be best done with a lower level character. If that's true, maybe my best bet is to take this character on up through endgame, and then on a second character, you know, come through and do all of the side quests in a completionist mode.
Look, whatever trouble you're bound to cause, do it somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm thinking that what I really ought to do is focus on the main quest with this character. I'll just use another character to run all the side quests. I just need to do it on the other character before this character finishes off the main quest line, because I'm willing to bet that there's spoilers. So what do I do about this? Am I just going to drop these? Yeah, I think so. I think what I will do is I'm just going to abandon these activities for now. I'll go back to the main line. And in fact, what I'm going to do is, with this character at this advanced in the quest lines, I'm going to park it. And I'm going to start a separate series. I'll label it something that has side questing in it. And all that will be is a character that goes through and aggressively does every side task as they come up as much as possible. And what I'm going to do between now and then, I'm going to off camera get that character set up. I have been fiddling around with the character super easy mode. I'm even using console commands to make it trivial. Just been messing around with a character I call Dusty. And I don't know. No, I better not use the same look. I will get confused as to which character is which.
Much as I'm eager to explore the universe, there's nothing quite like the feeling of returning home.
Yep, and we are going to crawl into bed, and I'm going to call this a session, and I'll go get a side questing character set up. I'll get the side questing character through enough stuff that we can start side questing. So we're not repeating the same stuff that we've already done. And save here. And that's going to be it. So I will see you in the next installment on this stream, and I will be starting a new series for side questing separately, so we can kind of keep those separate. That means that if I'm going to be doing side questing on this character, I'll do it off stream, and the main quest for the other character will be off stream as well. Keep it all kind of separated.